Children who are exposed to an environment rich in oral language learn to communicate more effectively than do children who are not exposed to a rich oral environment. That is why it is so important for preschool teachers to develop a language-rich classroom. One step toward developing a language-rich classroom is to arrange the room in a way that promotes a lot of language interaction.
Excellent.
Dividing the room into separate spaces, like the ones you see here, helps to enhance language-related activities because it makes it easier for children to communicate with each other. It also makes it easier for teachers to meet the individual needs of the children. Some other features of a language-rich classroom include daily read-aloud sessions, the asking of open-ended questions, encouraging children to describe events and retell stories, modeling the use of new words, and discussing word meanings. By doing these things, a teacher is able to scaffold children's language development. The technique of scaffolding enables a teacher to guide and support a child's language learning by building on what the child is already able to do. Scaffolding moves a child from a lower to a higher level of language use.
Knock, knock, knock. And he says, Mr. Waggle.
Scaffolding can be applied to all areas of education: classroom, playground, snack time, or any time. These children are enjoying some time in centers. This type of pretend play and pretend talk affords many opportunities for scaffolding.
What's another word for mittens? What are another type? If it's snowing, what?
Snowing.
What do you put in your hands? If they're not mittens,
Gloves.
gloves. What's the difference between mittens and gloves?
They're the same thing, but they're not the same right.
No, that's right, they don't rhyme, but what's the difference? Mittens
Go like that.
go like that. You put your hand in. What's the difference if you put your hand in a glove?
It has little things for your fingers.
Right. Good job.
By asking open-ended questions, the teacher is encouraging the children to be more precise in their descriptions. And by asking the student for clarification, she is reinforcing what the student already knows.
So now what are you adding to your police car? Some string. What's another word for string? Do you know another word for this? Could we call it a ribbon? Would ribbon be a good name for it? Ribbon? Yeah. I can see this one keeps coming loose, doesn't it? It's going to take some time to dry. So now what are you putting on there? Another what? Another string? What's the other name we called it? You remember? Ribbon. Yeah, it says the word ribbon right here. R-I-B-B-O-N. Ribbon.
You can scaffold children's language development in many ways. Modeling the use of new vocabulary words and encouraging the students to use them in their own speech quickly enriches vocabulary and syntax.
Why do you think I put a flower inside the blue water?
Because it's not supposed to go in there.
What might happen to this flower if we leave it in blue water?
Gross.
It grows? What else might happen to this flower?
No.
Do you think it might turn blue?
It is important to give children adequate response time. Wait 3 to 5 seconds before rephrasing a question or requesting help from another child. Knowing when to wait and listen to the child and knowing when to ask a question will make your scaffold stronger.
He's going to be tired.
Is he tired? Because he's what? Why is he so tired?
Often, simply asking a child why will inspire them to explore new ways to express their own thoughts and ideas.
Can you tell her how much they will cost?
It's $2. Should I give her money?
I think she needs some money first.
Asking open-ended questions will encourage children to take multiple turns in conversation, which will help them learn to use language that is appropriate for the listener. Independent centers afford many opportunities for scaffolding language development. But it is important to find opportunities in other activities commonly found in preschool classrooms, such as circle time and small group instruction. Scaffolding can even enhance transitions from one activity to another.
We're going to go outside, and George is our center manager. So George, can you tell me what kind of things we take outside with us today?
Buckets.
Buckets? What are we going to do with the buckets?
We're going to put sand in there.
George is going to answer. Okay, we're going to put sand in our buckets, so we need buckets. What else do we need? And shovels.
Read aloud sessions are an excellent time to model new vocabulary words.
A cocoon.
Cocoon, you know, another word for cocoon is chrysalis. It's almost like Christmas. Can you say chrysalis?
Chrysalis.
Yeah, it's quite a big word, isn't it?
The story extenders from read aloud sessions work well to promote questions and conversation among children and allow the teacher to provide feedback to encourage, interpret, and evaluate children's responses. Scaffolding is an intuitive teaching technique. It requires a teacher to be in tune with the fluid classroom. By providing the right stimulation at the right time, teachers can propel their students' language development to new heights.
Illustrated.
You illustrated. Good job. You're the illustrator.
The key point to remember about scaffolding language development is that it can be applied to all areas of education.